welcome to Audiotree Live. It is September 16th, 2024, and I'm your host, Fingy. Before we get into today's session, I do urge you to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay in the loop with all the amazing music we have going down in this very studio. With that being said, we're on all streaming services. So Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, you name it, we're there. Tap in. But without further ado, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce Nebraska-raised, Austin, Texas-based, and a couple places in between, my friend Melissa Carper. Take it away.
Thank you, Fingy. 1, 2, 3. Your furniture's too nice for me and my doggy. We like an old comfy couch that's a little worn in. We like a cozy little mess in our living room. Yes, your furniture's too nice for me and my doggy. Your taste is too refined for me and my doggy. We like the free stuff you find out on the street curb. We could live for a whole year on what it costs to buy your furniture. Your taste is too refined for me and my doggy. We might shed a hair or two in your clean house, track a little dirt and debris in, and my head just don't feel right without a few laughs. And I just can't be on a bed not made for three. Your furniture's too nice for me and my doggy. We like Grandpa's old handmade rocking chair. It's too new, it's too stiff. There ain't nothing good to sniff. Your furniture's too nice for me and my doggy. Your furniture's too nice. Sorry, babe, no dice. It just will not suffice for me and my doggy.
I love the concept of this project, Born in Ya. I know you heard that and you took it and you ran with it, and I think it's lovely. And I was wondering, who do you believe, beyond just the music and the artistry that has been born into you, who do you feel this soul is that's within your physical vessel that you've gotten to become well acquainted with over these decades?
Well, that's a deep question there.
You're starting it real.
Yeah, starting it real here. Well, I guess that whole concept of having your soul born into you, kind of more as you grow older and learn and experience things. I guess in my mind, it's like the higher version or the highest version of yourself can keep growing and being born into you as you keep experiencing and growing. So that's the idea, I guess, that you just keep becoming a better person. So
Yeah. So there's like a cyclical nature to it.
yeah, I'd say so.
I like
Yeah.
that. And what are ways that you stay attuned to your highest self, to stay on that person's path?
Well, I don't know that I've even been on that path very long, but I'd say it's kind of something that you have to work on every single day, probably, to try to remain positive and if something bad comes your way, like to try to take it and turn it into something, learn from it and grow from it and take it as a blessing.
Yeah, transmuting the message instead of destroying it. I like that a lot. And I mean, I know we've only known each other for a short amount of time, but there definitely is, not only in what I've gauged from you as a person, but also as an artist, this older soul in you. And you have this heavy 30s to 50s influence in your music that, might I say, just has this very refined contemporary edge to it while still holding that heart, which I really appreciate. But I was wondering, what is your take on modern and contemporary music right now? And what areas do you think might need a little love? And what areas do you think are pushing the envelope forward that you enjoy?
You've got all the hard questions.
You know, I wanted to come slightly prepared. I had a feeling that you might have some interesting takes.
Yeah, well, I guess I've always loved old music, and I was raised on classic country. My parents listened to a lot of old country, like Hank Williams and Patsy Cline and that stuff. So that's always been a part of me. And then in my early 20s, actually, I did a deep dive myself into like old blues and jazz, and kind of anything I could get my hands on that was old was my favorite stuff. And I think that's probably because it's so raw and soulful, and you can hear that in the recordings and in the people's voices that are playing and singing, and so I was just attracted to that. And I think sometimes that is missing from modern music, that rawness and the soulfulness, and maybe sometimes like if the recording is too clean too, that you can't maybe capture that as well. But I don't know. I like a lot of modern stuff too. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm still like maybe into the 60s and 70s now. But I'm working on some hip hop, so.
Oh yeah, we got a couple verses. You see me, I'm diving deep into Gregorian chant.
Oh,
you know,
nice.
I'm hitting.
Oh, you're going older. You're going way back.
Yeah, that was a slight fib, but you know, I wanted to relate. But I like that. And no, I love the tone on your recordings. You're recording in tape, track to track now.
Yeah, the studio I've been using, the Bomb Shelter in Nashville, Tennessee. We do analog tape, and Andrea Tokic, the engineer, is great. He's got all kinds of really great old equipment that he really knows how to use. So I feel like he does capture some really good tones.
Yeah. And you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Mm-hmm. And I saw that both this project and the project before was produced by him and recorded by the same engineers as well, no?
Yeah, this Born in You album is the third album now that I've recorded there, and with the same producers, Dennis Crouch and Andrea Tokic.
Yeah, and what have you seen to be advantageous to sticking with these people throughout these recordings?
Well, like you said, I know I love the tones and everything I'm getting at the studio, and I love working with both Dennis and Andrea, and also a lot of the same musicians we keep bringing in too. Some really, really great musicians that I'm getting to have on my songs. So they're really turning my songs into something special. So yeah. I feel like I got a good thing going there.
You do indeed. Fingy approved, and the rest of the world, I'm sure. But let's run a couple more.
All right, sounds good. We're going to do another one off of that Born in You album. This one's called Lucky 5. Lucky 5, yes, honey, you're the one I have loved before, but I never have ever adored like I loved you. Lucky 5, lucky 5. It took me 1, 2, 3, 4 times to learn to love, so that I could get it right this time with you, the love of my life. Number 1, we were much too young. Number 2 was done before it had begun. Number 3 told the heart right out of me. Number 4, I thought Took me 1, 2, 3, 4 times to learn to love, so that I could get it right this time with you, the love of my life. Oh, with you, my love. Lucky 5. Thank you. All right, well, I guess we'll just keep on going here. Here's something I have on my Ramblin' Soul album, and it's called Zen Buddha. I gotta be a Zen Buddha to stand next to you, babe, 'cause I want you better. And it ain't getting no better, it's getting frustrating. Hanging out with you, babe, taking a meditating to get out of the state that you put me in. Zen Buddha, Zen Buddha, Zen Buddha, Zen Buddha. My love's getting bigger than the Mount Everest. Oh, it is wider than the whole Mojave. It is deeper than the Atlantic. It has expanded to include the Milky Way. Zen Buddha, Zen Buddha, Zen Buddha, Zen Buddha. I gotta be a Zen Buddha to stand next to you, babe, 'cause I want you better. And it ain't getting no better, it's getting frustrating. Hanging out with you, babe, taking a meditating to get out of the state that you put me in. Zen Buddha, Zen Buddha, Zen Buddha, Zen Buddha. All right, well, we're gonna do a song now I wrote with my friend Brennan Lee, and this one's on my Born Denya album. It's called Let's Stay Single Together. 1, 2, 3. Let's stay single together now that she's out of the picture. You can call anytime you're feeling lonely. When you're longing to hold her, you can cry on my shoulder. I'll make you feel better. Let's stay single together.
Beautiful. I love
Thank
that
you.
concept as well, staying single together. I don't mean to speak for an entire generation, but I think for my generation, there's this fear of like losing autonomy in relationships, and that once you're no longer single, there's so much like power and time and parts of you that you lose and give away. What's your wise sage rebuttal to that? What's your relationship with relationships?
Let's see. Yeah, no, absolutely. That is always a danger in getting in a relationship, to lose yourself and not spend enough alone time and all that. I've certainly done it, probably every single time.
Right.
But yeah, I hear you.
It's worth it.
It's a
though.
problem.
Love is great.
Love is great. It's hard to stay apart.
That's real. That's real. And I want to bring back to what you were talking about earlier, because indeed you have swung with some cats in the game. You are consistently trailed by such amazing musicians, and it made me want to know more about Katie and Greg and how we got here and we got this touring trio moving together.
Yeah, I'm super lucky to have Katie and Greg with me. And actually, this is a fairly new thing. We've gone out. This is our second tour. We've gone out together this year, and we've been working up these tunes together since the spring and getting ready. And it's a really, really great group. I'm so excited to have them with me. And they've actually known each other and been playing together for 20 years. So they have an amazing chemistry already together. So.
And how did that come about? How did y'all meet 20 years ago?
Well, kind of in this genre, there's a really strong Texas swing style that we grew up loving and learning to play. Some of the greats, like going back to Bob Wills' days, there was a fiddle player, Johnny Gimble, that played with him, and he had a music camp, and we were lucky to go to that and learn from those old timers and just grow up being the same age and super buds doing that kind of thing. Aww. Connected to some couple other older mentors that
and
we had.
There's not a ton of people that play this music, so you kind of find people that do, especially if they're under 80, you know.
Right. That's awesome. I love that. And I know, you've been crafting up tunes since you could barely stand, it seems like. I know you were in a family band for a while, and you got a lot of your chops, technique, style from that. And I was wondering, as your artistry has progressed, do you find yourself, or have you found yourself, slowly returning back to that sound and those core elements? Or have you fully evolved and shot past that?
I'd say those core elements are going to always be with me, and I feel really lucky that I got to grow up on that kind of music, because it's almost like learning a language. Like that's going to always be with me. And but yeah, I think my music does keep evolving. But I'd say that country is definitely at the core of it always. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I hope to always keep evolving it a little bit.
Yeah. When there's a will, there's a way. And when the tunes make you sway, have a good day. Whoa. That was my audition for your hip-hop album.
I'm using that.
Yeah? It's all yours.
Oh,
It's all yours, of course.
I'll give you credit.
Oh, what a soul. Thank you so much. Want to do a couple more?
Yeah, love to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll do the title track to the Born in You album here. You can't talk like that. This is born in you.
Born in you.
You can't sing like that. This is born in you.
Born in you.
You can't play that way. This is soul is born. time she'd cry to hear those soulful sounds. Oh, now I know a daddy fan, born into your blood, into your bones. That's a once a day note. I got lucky. I said a prayer.
Struck gold twice. Might I say gold and then platinum? That's just fun.
So I guess we have one more tune. Yeah, are you ready? All right. Well, yeah, like we said, we're all out of Texas. Katie and Greg were both born in Texas, and then I've moved down there. And I moved down there in 2009, and I was really excited to get down there for the country music scene. I was so excited, I wrote this song while I was driving down there, and there are 59 Texases in this song. It's called Texas, Texas, Texas. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm heading for Texas, burning a hole in my shoe. Got my foot down on that gas law, blazing through Tennessee, Arkansas. I'm leaving you, Texas, 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 in them big skies of blue. Texas, 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 Texas.
Oh man, it's gonna take something really serious to wipe this smile off my face. This was so spectacular. Thank you so much. I had to hold my keys. I was stomping so much.
Oh,
I didn't want the room
love
mic
that.
to pick it up, but I felt it. Thank you so much for being here. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thanks for having us. It's
Of
been so much
course.
fun.
I'm so glad. And thank you to our crew for getting this done. We can't do it without you
Yeah,
as
thank
well. By the time you are watching this, it's on all streaming services. So Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, you name it. We're there. They're there. Tap in. My name is Fingy. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next time. Peace.